Can you use Unix as a desktop operating system in 2020? Let's find out. Okay. First off, I'm going to have to apologize because they're doing some kind of road work out in front of my house and there's a lot of traffic today. And I'm recording during the daytime. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Click on New. OpenIndIana is the name of the operating system. I think I misspelled that though. Sorry about that. 4 gigs of RAM is minimum. Is minimum for a Unix and BSD operating systems. Click Next. Create virtual hard disk now. VDI. Dynamically allocated. And minimum for is 32. I'm gonna, not that much. 55 is good enough. Because I'm gonna install programs and mess around with this one later. All right, click on Settings, System, Processor. These 2 processors. Okay, looks all right. Hardware clock, display. Come on, grab that sucker. Enable 3D, storage. Don't need any of that stuff. And there we go. And click on Start. I'll have to drag the window over here because it goes over there every single time. There we go. Just wait for it to boot up. It's going to give me an error for microcode for my processor, but it still works. I need a new chair. Oh, this thing squeaks everywhere. 7 for English, right? English. Oh, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and pause this because this takes a couple minutes at this point. Okay, now this is a live environment. Just like you do on Linux. It's just the same. Oh, excuse me. Okay, now the difference here is install OpenIndIana, and I did misspell that. Sorry, guys. And install OpenIndIana using text installer. Now, if it doesn't recognize your video or the most modern systems, unless you don't have a modern graphics card and you're installing this on something that has high color and resolution, that's what I think that's for. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that one. But I'm going for the regular installation. And we're just going to leave the resolution the way it is. Okay. Now this is a standard installer for Unix type systems. Partition the disk. The following partition proposed. The existing partition table cannot be read. There must be one Solaris partition. Now, this system is based on Open Solaris, which is Unix. So, a little FYI on that. I'll read some stuff off the website here in a bit. Okay, Los Angeles. Click Next. Okay. English. Alright, root password. Now, the root password needs no less than 6 characters. Steve login. There's no autofill on this part. Secure password. Click next. Man, that's a lot of traffic. Let's leave the computer name OPENINDIANA. Okay, that looks good. And it's installing, and we'll be back after it's done. Okay, I'm back real fast. This does have a installer that flashes different things as it installs. I did not know that. So I figured I'd just jump back in here and mention that. And FYI, this is the Mate desktop, and it is the most current version. Okay, she's done. Let's reboot her, and we'll be back, I guess. It said the first time it may take a little while. So, I had to eject the virtual CD. Okay, this only should take a few seconds. Hopefully. Oh, I pre-checked this thing out on the packaging is PKG, just like the BSDs are, so I think that's where they got it from. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a little while if you take a look down at the bottom. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pause it and be back. Okay, at this point, if you read right here, oops, if you read right here, it says package to install 1, package to update 407, create boot environment, and create boot environment backup. From what I'm getting from there, if I would have handed it a certain flag, it would have created a backup in case there's some dependency issues and it becomes unbootable. You could probably just go straight into it, into the old environment. I'm going to go and pause it because this is going to take a little while for the rest of this. But yeah, there's another interesting section coming up. Okay, we're back. Downloaded everything, called it phase and items, removing old actions, installing new actions, updating actions, updating package state database, updating package cache, image state, creating fast lookup database. And the interesting part was right here, this section. A clone of OpenIndIana exists and has been updated and activated on the next boot. The boot environment OpenIndIana 2022-12-14 will be mounted on /root. Reboot when ready to switch to this updated BE. And I thought that was really interesting because you don't see anything like this over in Linux. Matter of fact, you don't see anything like this on... It's kind of similar, but you don't see anything like this on BSDs either. So, all right. Next, this has a packaging system, but doesn't have a GUI package, a GUI package manager. So let's do, all right, PKG install, the install program, it's just PKG install, like the BSDs. Let's do GIMP. Enter. We'll reboot it in a minute. This should take a couple minutes. I'm assuming this operating system doesn't have high bandwidth because of It's not as popular as the other operating systems are. I was watching the speed, and it says I was downloading the packages about 500 kilobytes a second, so I think the server had me throttled per pipe, or rather per connection. There we go. Just downloading it. Packages installed 21. Oh no! Right here. The boot environment being modified is not the active one. Changes will not be reflected in the next boot. I'm going to have to redo this. So I'm going to go ahead and kill this and reboot it. So we'll just go ahead and type in SU dash to switch over to root, put your password in, and reboot. It's the command to reboot. And we'll get her updated, and then we'll reinstall GIMP. I'll go for the GIMP installation again. And wait. Now, I wasn't recording there, and I didn't catch it, but it recognizes my NVIDIA card. So, it's not completely isolated in the VM. Like you would normally have, or like, oops, wrong password. Like you do on Linux. For Linux operating systems, and how it keeps it separated and does the open source drivers. So I don't think Unix cares about that as much. I know this is an open source operating system to an extent. At least I think it is. I'll have to go read everything. We'll go read it here in a couple minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and get that, go ahead and get GIMP installed and show you what GIMP, show you how to install GIMP actually. Show, open up a terminal, switch to root. If I can type. Oh man, big sausage fingers. Oh, I just did it again. I overshot. There we go. Oh, better. Install GIMP. And I'll pause it while it's doing that. Well, actually, you know what? I guess we can poke around on the operating system while it's still doing it. So we got our calendar up over here, and it's just a standard calendar. You put in your location, so you can get weather by clicking that, and then you just add your location. That's standard across all the Mate desktops, unless it's been modified. Power preference, network, and wants me as root to do that. Unknown environment. You're inside a VM there, buddy. One gig. Yeah, looks about right. There's your little sound thing. Oh, they went for the slider instead of the whole thing. I bet if If I right click, yep, right clicking brings it all the way out, and on GhostBSD you just clicked on it and it brought the whole thing out. Well, that's cool. Output. Okay. System preferences. Look and feel. Compass configuration. Let's go to. I don't think I'm going to get all the fancy stuff in here. I can get wobbly windows to work. I know that for a fact. I have to reboot. Every time you make a change to the system, you got to reboot it. Selection. Enable 3D windows. Okay, come on. My middle mouse does not scroll. I guess I'd have to set that up. Use space file system, scale, windows, tile filter, crash handler, glib, scale add-ons, title bar info. Oh, you can snap them to a grid. Yeah, that's pretty cool. They got all the bells and whistles on this one. Loading. Yeah, what the heck? We'll do text too. Effects. Click fading windows. Animated add-ons. Want that. Advanced search. I never noticed that before in the Mate. Alright, we'll close this out, see what we're doing. Okay, we got GIMP. I don't think it's on the file system yet. Computer graphics, nope. Internet, nope. Nope. Okay. Hasn't populated the applications menu yet. And there you go, GIMP. Now, kind of caught between running this for a while on my second tower or GhostBSD. I'm gonna have to think about this. I mean, Unix. Not very many people run Unix. Huh. Check out the backgrounds on this. Probably just has standard backgrounds. All the themes are the same. Okay, well, let's do black. Let's customize it. Oh, high controversial. Let's go with this one. Yeah, it looks a little better. Window border. want the rounded stuff. I want like flat. Come on. Scroll with me now. Huh. What if I click on it? Yeah, it's gonna switch it over to blue. When Millennium. What a piece of crap operating system that one was. Yeah, let's do traditional. I like that. It's got a nice little contrast to it. Okay, let's see what kind of icons we got here. I'm assuming we're doing Tango. Oh no, we're using the Mate. Okay, that's Tango. Nimbus. I think that's what we had before. Go Tango. Check out the pointer. Black Mate. Let's get that. Leave it at that. Okay. Properties. I know this is going too long. How much time do I have in here? 25 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna go to the website. There we go. Close. Let me just hurry up and do this real fast. Oh, that looks better. Oh, that's way better. Don't get me wrong, I kind of like the Windows 7 Millennium look, but the dark has grown on me. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pause, and we're going to go to the website. Stopped over on Wikipedia first. Okay, OpenIndIana is a free and open source LMOS distribution. Hopefully I said that right. Excuse me. OpenIndIana is a free and open source LMOS distribution, Unix derived System V SVR4 operating system. Started as Open Solaris continuation project. Forked from Open Solaris after Open Solaris was discontinued by Oracle Corporation. OpenIndIana takes its name from Project Indiana, the internal code name for Open Solaris at Sun Microsystems before Oracle's acquisition of Sun in 2010. Created by a development team led by Alistair Lumsden, the OpenIndIana project is now stewarded by the Illumos Foundation, which develops and maintains the Illumos operating system. The project aims to make OpenIndIana the de facto Open Solaris distribution installed on production servers where security and bug fixes are provided free of charge. Okay, here we are, openindiana.org. OpenIndIana Hipster 2022.10 is here. December 4th, 2022. Last updated on the 14th. No, wait. That was my update, was on the 14th. The ISO was updated on December 4th. Okay. As you may have already noticed, we have released new ISO and USB images for OpenIndIana Hipster some days ago. As usual, we have received many updates via Illumosgate, e.g. the latest Intel and AMD CPU microcode updates, the latest time zone changes, and lots of enhancement for Beehive. For those of you who don't know, Beehive is a type 1, I believe it's a type 1 hypervisor, like Proxmox is, but it's the Unix slash BSD slash Solaris version. Okay. And the internal SMB server. Okay. The latest time zone changes, lots of enhancements for Beehive and the internal SMB server. We have merged more than 2,500 PRs with fixes, updates, and new packages since our latest release, roughly 1 year ago. Some notable highlights are initial support to mount install media via NFS has been added. A fix to use NFS version 3 instead NFSB4 is underway. We have updated the NVIDIA drivers to the latest production branch version, updated older versions, and I can vouch for that because it recognized my card, even though it's in a VM. LibreOffice has been updated to 7.2.7.2.7 and is now a 64-bit application. Firefox and Thunderbird have been updated to the latest ESR releases. Mate Desktop has been updated to the latest 1.26 version. We removed our old Perl versions and replaced them with the 5.34 and 5.36, which are 32-bit only. Version 5.36 is now our default. We have removed our old Perl versions. Okay, I just read that line. Our Python versions are undergoing a similar process, which has not yet been finished. We began to remove versions 2.7 and 3.5 are updating or removing if an update is not possible or the package is superfluous. IPS has been updated already to Python 3.9, which increases its speed slightly. We've updated GCC-10 to its latest version and added GCC-11. We also added Clang 13 and removed older versions. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even realize the Unix / Solaris systems were on the desktop environment anymore. I thought they were all de facto gone. Shows you what little I know. Oh, let's see what kind of packages they got. This is turning out to be long. I'm going to cut this out in a couple of minutes. Now this is the main repo, and these are the extras. Okay, let's try an OBS Studio. Nothing. I wish I had a list I could go down. Shotwell? No. Yeah, Shotwell. Oh, yeah, that didn't work out either. Close this back out. Go to the other one, see what happens. It's the first time I've been on this page, so I don't know. Oh, I want to go browse a whole branch. If it'll let me. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we are. These are the extras. Or some of them. Like Calam AV, MariaDB 101, client library test. Yeah, this is cool. A lot of server stuff in here. Mate Media. Excuse me. I wonder if they have any other desktop environments you can install. Or if there's a base system you can build up. Oh, GNOME right there. Yeah, you can build GNOME on. You can put GNOME on the. You can put GNOME on there. Let's go with GNOME. Something simple. See if this works. Yeah. You got gnome and mate. Do they have KDE is the question. KDE. Desktop / standalone tray. Desktop / KDE extra CMake modules. Let's check out the manifest on that. I don't know much about this, so. Okay, this is for the extra modules and scripts for CMake. These are all the extras. Okay. Check out the manifest for that one. I wonder if this is the base for the desktop. Oracle info, blah, 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 require, stationary Excel, tray, value. I'm betting it is. Next lib only, stationary. I bet you if I type in KD5. Nope. I wonder if they have the Katana desktop. That's the KD4 desktop environment somebody was developing for a while. It doesn't look like it's there. I wonder if they have Trinity. Nope. So they have GNOME, Mate, Tray XFCE. Alright, let's go back. Okay, so that's all the other one's the programs, and this one is the plugins and libraries. That's what I thought. Okay. I don't know. I'm still up in the air on which system I want to start learning. Okay, well, you all have fun, stay safe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys are bored, take a walk on the wild side with Unix. Take her for a spin, or Solaris, or Solaris. I'm a little confused. Okay, well, take it easy, everybody.